Put on a hat and run! Hello, my wonderful friends, and welcome to another edition of the Nintendo News Roundup. I once again have just so many stories to get through, so I'm not going to beat around the bush. We're going to get right to it. This week gave us two very exciting updates to previously announced games. The first one was obviously Bowser's Fury, which is a mode in Super Mario 3D World. I did a whole video on that, so I won't talk about it here, but it looks super duper cool. We did get more info about the 3D World port, though. It seems it does run a heck of a lot faster than the original, which is really exciting because the original is very easy. So I'm hoping that helps a bit. It's got a new photo mode. Online multiplayer has been confirmed. It just looks super duper cool. Also, shout out to Derek over on Good Vibes Gaming. You know, he used to do these deep dive analysis trailer videos on Game Explain. Now he is doing them over on Good Vibes Gaming. Go check it out. It's really good. Pointed out a whole ton of stuff that I would never have noticed. It's also been revealed that the Captain Toad levels in 3D World will now be multiplayer. They will now have multiplayer support, which is really interesting. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to do that, if just multiple Toads or what. But that is pretty cool, just because it was always weird playing with other people and playing this 4-player game, and then all of a sudden there's a Captain Toad level, and then just one person does it. It was a little strange, so that's very fitting. It's a very nice addition. Along with 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Nintendo is also releasing Cat Mario and Cat Peach amiibos. It's funny. I'll try not to go overboard with it, but man, I really don't like... I don't like the cat thing. Even when the game was revealed, just like, the cutesy, the suit, and the meow. I like cats, but I'm not a big fan of that. So these don't do it for me, but, I don't know. I will say, where is the Fury Bowser amiibo? The big, giant, just like humongous, like 3-foot tall Fury Bowser amiibo? That's what I want. I'd pay good money for that. Speaking of Fury Bowser, one very funny thing about the reveal of, or the trailer, the bigger reveal of Bowser's Fury, some people, I want to say it was Matt McMuscles who suggested that his Japanese name is Godslayer Bowser, and it turned out that really caught on, and for a while everyone thought that was true, and it wasn't at all. It's just not that. I can't remember what the actual Japanese name is, but it's not that. And then the official name here is Fury Bowser. Not quite as cool as Godslayer Bowser, but you know, what are you gonna do? To commemorate the launch of 3D World, it seems Nintendo is replacing Mario on the eShop, the little loading animations, with Cat Mario, which is funny because the Mario itself was to commemorate the 35th anniversary and the other products, so that's kind of funny. I don't know if they plan on just keeping Mario on there and just changing between games, or who knows. Nintendo has also revealed a new red and blue Mario-themed Switch. If you like red and blue Switches, here you go. I know a lot of people are crazy about these limited edition consoles. I'm really not. I think this one looks pretty ugly, honestly. I mean, they get something very striking about it. It's the Mario colors, but I don't know. I guess I wouldn't want to see that all the time, personally, but it's cool if you're into that sort of thing. They also revealed that there would be a second set of limited edition Mario 35th anniversary pins going up on My Nintendo, and just like last time, there's all these different things you gotta do and steps you gotta take to earn them. And then, and also like last time, I'm sure if you do all those things, you will still not get them because they're extremely limited, so it's probably not even worth trying, unfortunately. In similar news, Nintendo was offering some Splatoon keychains on okay, they're gone. Those are gone. They're already gone. Sorry, nope. Never mind. Alright. There's a lot of My Nintendo news today, for some reason. Apparently, there are hidden stickers all over Nintendo's website, and if you collect all of them, then you get 100 platinum points, which is kind of fun, if you like looking for stickers or whatever. And in much more substantial news, actually, it seems that Wii U and 3DS game discounts have been removed on My Nintendo. Previously, that was one of the only things you could get with your point. I mean, you know, ever since they changed it, back when it was Club Nintendo, there was all sorts of great stuff you could get, even like free games. Since then, My Nintendo has just been discounts, and just on Wii U and 3DS games, no Switch games, and which was already really disappointing because it was never more than like 30%, and now even those are gone, apparently. Those have been removed, so now there's like nothing. Now there's like almost nothing to redeem your points for. hopefully this means that Switch discounts are coming soon and they're just kind of phasing out the Wii U and 3DS stuff. I definitely hope this doesn't mean that they're gonna start shutting down these the eShops on these platforms. Because I know last week we talked about how they'd removed a lot of DSi games from the 3DS eShop. So I certainly hope that this doesn't mean Wii U and 3DS shops are going away anytime soon, because right now they are the only places that you can legally purchase a lot of virtual console games. I, in fact, have been meaning to get out my Wii U and buy some stuff just so I have it, because it's not on NSO. But who knows? So that was a really nice little string of segues there, but now we come right back around to the meat and the potatoes. We also got a new trailer for new Pokemon Snap, and this didn't reveal as much as like the Mario trailer did. For Mario, it's mostly just a cool new trailer, but I also did a video on that, if you missed it. It looks great. We did get a release date, actually, which is the end of April, which is funny because in my predictions video, I predicted that it would come out in May, and that means that my prediction is off by one single day. One single day off. Oh well, I still give myself some credit for that. Another thing to note, though, that I forgot to mention in my video on the game, that trailer music is super good. I really, really like it. That's all I have to say. That was a cool song. Got a pretty good string of Pokemon-related news here. The Pokemon Company has released this fun little video. It's kind of like a tease, like for the year, because you know, again, this is the 25th anniversary of Pokemans, and so they're going to be doing a lot of stuff this year. So they gave us this fun little teaser video with like a Pokeballs going through this Rube Goldberg device and cards and toys and everything, and it's actually very effective on me. I know it's so easy to just to pander to your nostalgia, but you know what? It works. I'm looking at this and it does it for me. It's really, really fun. It's very, very charming. And the music is also really good here too. I don't know, did they get a new music person or something, or did I just start paying attention to the music? But this song is really great too. Then at the end of this little thing, it teases or announces rather that Pokemon will be working with Katy Perry. It doesn't say what that means, though in the press release they do say that they're going to be teaming up with a lot of musical artists. So I don't know what that looks like or why exactly. I know it's just this corporate thing, this desire to get celebrities on your team, and I never really understand it. I feel like that never really works. Whatever though. Okay, cool. All right. Why not? I suspect news like this is going to be just keep pouring in throughout the year. Pokemon is also, they're re-releasing a few classic Pokemon cards in kind of a own special little set thing. It's going to be kind of released throughout the year, so you can get, you know, original base set versions of Pikachu and the starters, and so that's fun. I still have a bunch of these in a closet somewhere, but it's nice to, you know, do the old ones again. It's nice to do the old ones again. That's just, that's a common thing in games and cards and pretty much anything. I suspect we'll see it a lot this year, them doing the old ones again. And speaking of doing the old ones again, I'm on fire today. These stories are just flowing into each other. It's beautiful. A Spanish fan site by the name of Centro Pokemon claims that Diamond and Pearl remakes are indeed coming this year. It doesn't really give any good reasoning for that. It just says sources. some good sources say it's gonna happen. I'd say it's not a stretch. I'd say it's basically an inevitability, but here you go. This is technically a rumor. Diamond and Pearl remakes this year. I'm kind of waiting for Pokemon to give us more on Pokemon Unite, because it seems like just lots of stuff is just leaking, like a little bit over time, just more and more leaking. It's like, just give us the info. Just give us the trailer. What is taking so long? Why are people having to like leak this stuff and sneakily pass it around? Point is though, it seems that in Pokemon Unite, you're going to be able to get different skins for your Pokemon, and I probably don't have to tell you that idea is disturbing to me. I already have been not really liking the direction the Pokemon Company is going with monetization of their apps and stuff. So yeah, there's only one, I mean, like, and this is Pokemon Unite. This is a mobile game. This is the one that they're making with Tencent, a super evil company. and they're putting skins in the game. And there's only one reason you put skins in your game. It's so that you can aggressively monetize your game and try to get people to spend lots and lots of money on skins, which of course is especially gross considering this is a Pokemon game that lots and lots of kids are going to be playing. So, yeah, that's a thing. Cool. In considerably more delightful Pokemon-related news, though, a programmer from Gameloft Montreal has kind of rigged up a little system where you can play Pocket Monsters, on his Twitter, picture. His Twitter pic. His avatar. Basically, he's got, a version of Pokemon Red running, and people can comment on this Twitter thread what inputs they want to put into it, and every 15 seconds, it updates his avatar picture to reflect what's going on in the game, and so every 15 seconds it pulls all of the commands that people have put in the comments, and whichever one has been said the most happens. So you can literally play Pokemon or watch people play Pokemon every 15 seconds on Twitter. That's incredible. It's obviously very reminiscent of Twitch plays Pokemon, except it's Twitter plays Pokemon. It's not even Twitter plays. It's Twitter avatar. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a miracle. it's a miracle of engineering. Just mankind was capable of just so much. The sky's the limit. As always, we got some pieces of sales news, especially here at the beginning of the year, where info from last year still coming in. You're getting all these big countrywide kind of roundups of information, and so now we're getting a clearer picture of how Nintendo did in 2020, and apparently the Switch completely dominated in Japan. We've been reporting on this a number of times, but again, get a clearer picture now. The Switch, wow, took just the lion's share of the market. I want to say it was 87% of the market was Nintendo. Most of the top 10 highest sold games were Nintendo, except for one. Animal Crossing, obviously the highest selling game. Apparently even the 3DS outsold all of Microsoft's consoles in Japan collectively, including the new ones, including Series X and Series S. Outsold by 3DS. So even beyond the Switch, Nintendo is just, they completely dominated in Japan. And speaking of dominating countries, the Switch has officially become the market leader in China. Talked about it a while ago that it seemed the Switch was, on track to take over consoles in China, and apparently it has officially happened. Now the Switch has sold more than any other console. And this is when you look at the actual numbers, it's still not that much, and that's because console gaming isn't as much of a thing there. Consoles were outlawed until 2014, and so now see, that's the funny thing. They're only selling a few million units there in China, so you might, that's not that much, right? No, China is the #1 biggest gaming region in the world. It's just dominated by PC gaming and mobile gaming and stuff, MMOs and stuff. Those were all super duper big. So Nintendo getting in here, that momentum is only gonna keep going. Those sales are only gonna go up, and if they can just start integrating the console back into the lives of gamers in China, Nintendo could very well, I think I've said that before, Nintendo could very well use that to become, this is coming from me. I don't know too much when all is said and done. I'm no analyst, but this could make them the biggest gaming company in the world. I think if this momentum keeps up and they get big enough in China, at least as far as consoles go, this could make them the absolute biggest. So that's a thing. That's absolutely a thing. Apparently Animal Crossing was the top-selling game in France in 2020, which is actually interesting because it has been years since a Nintendo game has been able to do that. It's almost always FIFA. Just almost every single year, it's FIFA. FIFA's really big in Europe in general. And apparently this was the year, though. This was finally the year a Nintendo game did it. And, of course, it was Animal Crossing. Speaking of Animal Crossing, ColourPop is releasing a whole line of Animal Crossing-themed makeup. So if you like makeup and you like Animal Crossing, you can put some Animal Crossing colors on your face. Back in the realm of speculation, once again, it seems that Nintendo's Nintendo Direct archives have been updated. There are websites that can track other websites and see when they have updated, even if you don't know what the update is. And the Direct archive has been updated. Apparently in the past, this has happened before Nintendo Directs sometimes. But I'm sure it can also happen for no reason. This did happen shortly before the Super Mario 3D World, the Bowser's Fury trailer went out, and the Pokemon, so I don't know if that's related because those weren't really directs. I don't exactly know how it works, so, or if that, you know, if this means nothing or something or whatever, but I'm saying it here, I'm saying it to you, and you're listening to it, so there you go. SMG Studios is probably best known for the game Death Squared on the Switch. They're a really, really cool studio. They're always very open about just like the eShop and its problems and how people are using the system or whatever. And they're claiming that right now Nintendo is no longer allowing games to be priced below $1.99. Recently, we have seen Nintendo starting to put limitations on sales. They don't want the sales charts to be dominated by games that are, you know, 99.9% off and they're a penny or whatever. And it seems that Nintendo is cracking down even more so than we thought. I think that's even the base price. I don't think they want any game to, even at base price, to be lower than $1.99, which is pretty interesting. You'd think they would at least make it 99 cents, but apparently not. I mean, I guess they're not making any money on these games that people are selling for a couple pennies or whatever. Obviously, the exception is free-to-play titles, and there are still games that are priced below that, but it seems that those people kind of locked in their own discounts because they had planned ahead of time and they said, I want this discount to run through, you know, whatever, this date. And it seems those people still have the discounts in place, but it could be that in the not too distant future, we will see games never, not even on sale, going below $1.99. I'm not sure though. We'll have to wait and see any updates from Nintendo or other developers or anything on that one, because that's really interesting. Probably 99% of the people who bought Game & Watches, the Mario Game & Watches, probably did so they could hack into them. Obviously, there's a pretty good little a little scene for people hacking their Game & Watches. But it seems that YouTube videos about hacking the Game & Watch, they're starting to get copyright claimed by Nintendo. This is weird though, because Nintendo, they don't like hacking in general, but usually they will try to get videos taken down. You know, they'll send cease and desists and DMCAs and all that stuff. But in this specific case, these videos are just getting copyright flagged. You know, like, oh, Nintendo, the copyright hounds automatically detected some content in here, and so we're taking the ad revenue. But that's weird because this does not violate copyright in any more so than, you know, any other Nintendo game, and Nintendo has eased up on that. So are they just using this as a way to discourage these kinds of videos without downright taking them down? I don't know, but it is weird and obviously a little disappointing anytime Nintendo does anything like that. On the plus side though, Luigi in Lederhosen. There you go. End of story. So Super Nintendo World was set to open pretty darn soon in February, and it always felt weird that it was going to. It seemed like the timing was still not right. It seemed like we're still kind of in the middle of something here, but they said they were gonna do it. I assumed that just meant Japan was better about stuff, all this stuff, you know, not as greatly affected by it or something, but apparently they have been because of recent new orders and new lockdowns taking place. They are delaying the opening, and it seems they currently do not know when it will be opened, but I'm sure not too long from now they might have an updated estimated opening, or maybe a solid one, or what, who knows, but it ain't opening next month, that's for sure. So that's a little bit sad, but also, yeah, kind of expected. It never felt real that it was actually opening. So, Hideki Kamiya, Platinum Games, always giving us these little snippets of updates on Bayonetta 3, just popping in to say, yeah, it's still coming. Now we have something a little bit more concrete, although it's probably just more disappointing than anything, because I kind of feel like it's been in development for so long that it felt like it was going to come out last year, and it didn't. So now it's like, okay, 2021, 100%, no matter what, is the year that Bayonetta 3 is coming out. Probably not. I think when they revealed it, they hadn't even started yet, or they had just started. They have to have, because basically he says he hopes to share info on the game in 2021. Like, the hope is that something about it will be shared with us within the year. It could just be him being vague. It doesn't sound super likely anymore that it will come this year. But who knows? I mean, it's really just him saying what he wants to say. Maybe he's trying to downplay it. Maybe they'll smash us in the face with a trailer. All of a sudden, one morning, we'll wake up in September or something, and that'll be it. It's coming out right now. But at least right now, yeah. Finally, in the most important news yet, Marlo Dobby is an artist who worked on Dicey Dungeons. As a Christmas present for her boyfriend, created a mod of Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones, where people can it's Fire Emblem Gilmour Girls, basically. It's Fire Emblem Gilmour Girls. What else can I say? It's amazing. Again, humankind, we're capable of so much just beauty and art and innovation, and it brings a tear to my eye. And that is it. I'm gonna give one more shout out to Good Vibes Gaming. I'll probably keep shouting out Good Vibes Gaming for a while now, just because like these guys are really, really cool, and they're my friends, and they're really, really trying hard to get this thing going, and I know they deserve it because they produce most of the content on Game Explain, and so now they're trying to do their own thing. And so if you like Game Explain, you like these personalities, you gotta know. Everyone's gotta know. Good Vibes Gaming. They're doing like basically the same thing, except over on Good Vibes Gaming. I don't want to bring up everything. I don't want to start making enemies or start calling people out here or whatever, but like basically like things weren't, it's public now. I'm just gonna things weren't great for them at Game Explain, and I feel that that's wrong and that they deserve to find success on their own website, their own YouTube channel, and I very much wish them success, and I do not appreciate how they were treated. I think it was wrong, and so I'm telling you now. Good Vibes Gaming, just go subscribe. Just go subscribe to Good Vibes Gaming, watch the content. It's super good. If you can spare it, try to help them out on Patreon, just because right now, I mean, it's a hard thing starting a channel, and they all have careers, and they have families, and they're just, trying to do the best they can. So I wouldn't even mind if you need to take money, if you're pledging to me right now, if you take that money and put it in Good Vibes Gaming instead, just to get their numbers up for a while, to get them rolling, I think it'd be really cool. I want to see them really, really succeed. I want to see their channel even bigger than mine by this time next year. All right? Get on it. Well, anyway, that's it. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.